Alrighty, so for renovators, this one trait determines your sales success. So for context, yes, you can be better at sales, more skilled, this and that. But ultimately, this one trait is the easiest trait you have and is a trait where you don't have to do any learning, any upskilling, or any investing. And this trait often is the hardest trait to master because you can't just buy with money, you can't just buy it with hiring. You have to do it yourself no matter what. So that is just speed, right? But as cliche as it sounds, speed can mean many things. And in this context, it sounds super cliche. So the first example is this speed to lead. So my successful clients versus my not so successful but still doing okay clients, that one big difference usually is the speed to lead, right? So calling a lead within a minute versus 5 minutes can still have drastic differences. So you want to call so fast that the lead goes, holy hell, like, did you just call me then? Like, you go, for example, you go, hey, is this John? I'm from XYZ company, and they immediately know what you're talking about because in their brain, the client, they know you've just filled out the form. So that's an example. Speed to lead. Number two is speed to how fast you book in the first appointment, right? Because for every lead, as soon as they book in or as soon as they click on the lead, they have this high sentiment and this high demand and this high interest. But as you wait and longer you go, it drops drastically. So my best clients, what they do is they book in the quote straight away. So for example, if the lead comes in today, they usually want to book it the next day or on the same day, right? Because it takes advantage of the fact that the person is still thinking about a renovation, thinking about the job. And for whatever circumstances, right, that they aren't able to get it, the day on the day or the day after, they always send nurturing materials to make sure that they're top of mind in the renovation and the company is top of mind for them. So that is how fast you book in the appointment. And what I teach my clients to do is say the later dates in the week you're unavailable or busy, and that you have more time and focus in the earlier days. So as close as possible to you calling them, which means it incentivizes them to book in earlier with you. So that's the two. Number three is here how fast you get the quote ready, right? Customers make decisions really, really fast. So what you want to do is match that. So in order for you to do that, you go home, you do everything. You can use software, you can, speak to suppliers, you can have a team member, an office lady, anything. But as soon as you finish your first appointment, you go home and you do the quote appointment as soon as you can and make that ready and available. And ideally what you do is in the first appointment, you book your time for the second appointment. Ideally do that for the next day or as soon as possible. Same theory, right? So you get the quote done as fast as possible, and the next appointment, you show up and you try and close it. So what you do is you reduce the sales cycle. The more a sales cycle is reduced, the easier it is to close a client, okay? So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. And number 5 is, okay, you can't close the client. Then what do you do then? You follow up and you follow up really, really quickly. So what I mean by that is persistent in your follow-ups. And when you go back and forth with them, what that means is you're replying to messages and SMSs fast, okay? Like my clients, to give you some context, the ones that are winning like 100 grand a week or more, even up to 200 grand a week, their best process is they work 7 days a week. And at the times where they can't answer the phone and whatnot, they have someone else. Usually it's an office lady in the back end that helps with the calling of the leads as well. So for sales, it's so important. It's actually beyond like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The most important thing is that customers and clients and prospects, they can see your dedication and they can see your motivation and then they can see your focus, right? If they go, if you call them and they go, holy heck, like you just called me within a minute, then it means you're focused and you care about me and you're very, very determined to get things done. Same with booking an appointment, that is getting the quote done. Like for example, if you were a customer, how would you feel or how would you differentiate two guys if all were the same, but one was just faster at everything, right? And you'll see there's a big stigma in the industry of people being, okay, I'm scared of builders and renovators going beyond the agreed timeline. Like for example, them saying 3 weeks and them taking 5 weeks, right? So if you're speedy, it almost handles the objection by itself before it exists. It's like if I can reply to your messages within a minute, like do you think I'll go over the time? Less likely, right? but it's also dedication, it's focus, it's also professionalism, right? Like I'm going to pick someone that has better communication, and usually communication is a huge factor in choosing the builder or the renovator. So this is nice and short. I hope this makes sense. If you need help with sales, marketing, or just business operations with your renovation or trades business, go to the description, book in a call with me, and we can game plan about potentially growing your business. Let me know if you have any questions. Cheers.